Hey folks, it is Rick. Time for your December 2023 and year-end 2023 market update. Let's dig into the numbers. Number of homes sold. So you can see in December, number of homes sold were at their lowest since January of 2023, but seeing a nice little bit of a spike up, which we typically see every December because those are generally for homes that went under contract in October and November, closing in December. So fall market, buyers are a little more bullish. They want to get out there and get some properties in, then things slow down a little bit by the holidays. We're almost on the cusp of February here, so the market is really already starting to gain some steam. So things are starting to look up there. But the number of homes sold, certainly down from years gone by. We're kind of leveling out with 2022, and it looks like we are going to be probably more on pace with 2019, the green line, as we move forward. Median sales price, this is what everybody wants to know. Sales price, home values are crashing. Well, as you can see, we are the gold line there. Home values really stayed steady for the most part for the year. They continued a little bit of a decline from 2022, but stayed pretty decent. And as you can see, there's kind of on a little bit of an upward tick in home prices. So we're seeing some nice stability in home prices. So that is really good to know. Monthly inventories, number of homes that are on the market. Again, monthly inventory, if nobody else puts their home on the market, it will take this many months for all the homes that are currently on the market to sell at the current pace that we are at. So you can see we're hitting right in there at about 2 3/4 to 3 months home inventory. That's continuing to fall off. As you can kind of see, we kind of do that market thing again where we get to the end of the year, things kind of taper off a little bit, and then in the spring market, so really as again we're on the cusp of February right now, we should really start to see our inventory pick up a little bit, and a lot more buyers are going to be jumping in the market. Of course, something to keep in mind in the real estate world, people keep moving to Texas. They just do. Even when our market is not as strong as we would like it, they keep on coming. So you see those U-Hauls coming in from the West Coast, they're still coming in. So let's take a look at, here is the history of Texas population, pretty interesting. We are just very much on a very steep increase in population. So that is not going to be changing. So of course, with all these people moving here, a lot of them may be renting at first because a lot of people want to go, I want to get to know the area, the neighborhoods before I buy a house. So there's a lot of buyers like that are renting for a year or two. A lot of that's been going on. So there is a lot of pent up demand that everybody is just aching to get out there and purchase that next home. So let's talk about mortgage rates because this has been our Achilles heel for about the last year and a half. So let's take a look at this. Here we have, these are the number of applications nationwide for what people apply for. So you can see we hit, like right after the 2022, you can see the big crash where everybody was like, holy cow, what is going on with this crazy pandemic? And then everybody did the exact opposite. Everybody wanted to buy a house. So you can see applications really shot up. And then you can see in 22, applications really started to go down quite a bit. So we have that there. So the interesting thing is you can see applications are actually now back up to kind of a normal level back at 2016. So we're seeing that. And our last lovely slide of the day is going to be mortgage applications for the last about 10 months. So you can see right here, the peak of mortgage applications in 2023 was about April. And right now, that's kind of where we're at. So we've kind of come way back to April. So we're in January, which is traditionally a very slow real estate market where everybody's getting ready to gear up to buy a home. So you wouldn't expect a lot of people to be applying in January, February, March, April, May, tons of people applying for loans. But you can see we're already kind of back there. So that's a really good sign that buyers are starting to enter the housing market. So we're excited to see that. Rates are still pretty steady, and I think probably the next 4 to 6 months, rates will stay roughly where they're at. We'll see a little bouncing around and whatnot. But I would think once we hit third quarter for sure, and feel pretty good about fourth quarter of this year as well, rates really start dropping a little bit. So we'll see a little bit of dropping, I think, over the next 2 quarters. But look out for that 3 and 4 later on this year, and we'll see some great rates. Questions about the real estate market? Feel free to reach out. Thanks.